You are what success looks like. Let's go.
I believe in my heart is that black and brown males can graduate high school at 80, 90, and 100%. I believe that's possible.
For a leader, you have to really have the will and the skill. People might have the will and then they get burnt out because they don't have the skill.
Because it was by the grace of God that I was successful. When you put the right supports in place and you put a culture of love, I promise you the babies could do all things through Christ who strengthens them, right?
Hey, you all, this is Pastor Still. Listen, I'm so excited about my friend's book, Dr. Mark Abraham. Listen, make sure you get your hands on this book. I believe this book is going to be life-changing. We had such an awesome time with him at Kingdom Church. He did an excellent job speaking about the book. And I really believe that education can literally help break the back of that spirit that tries to stop us from learning. So make sure you get your hands on.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good evening, good evening, good evening. Oh man, how are you doing on this morning? How are you doing? How your mama them, how your cousin them, how your auntie them, how them and them doing? If you don't know who this is Dr. Mark Abraham, the president and CEO of MEA Consulting Services, LLC, the fastest growing consulting company in the country. And I am the #1 success speaker in the world. Listen, I was traveling all day yesterday. I got into the doggone hotel at 12:30 a.m. Went to sleep, watched a little bit of that basketball game. It's 5:30 right now. So if your boy seemed a little drag, I apologize, but we're going to jump right into it. The Bible says, agree with your adversaries quickly. You know, I got a buddy of mine who always says this. He says, listen, I'm not going to argue with anybody. I'm going to agree with my adversaries quickly. We have this saying, I'm going to agree to disagree. That if there's a disagreement, I'm going to agree that we have a disagreement, and I'm going to keep moving. I think it's twofold with that. With agreeing with your adversaries quickly and agree to disagree, I think it's twofold. I think I'm not going to put no energy into people that don't matter, that really don't matter. I'm not going to put no energy into folks that really ain't doing nothing for me. I don't want no internet beef. I don't want no tweeting where we beefing on Twitter. I don't want to have no arguments with somebody online. I don't want to have no arguments with people who really can't do nothing for me and do nothing to help me. If there's an adversary out there, I really don't care to argue with you. I don't care to have any conversations with you. Yeah, I heard what you said. I heard what you talking about. I'm agree with my adversaries. Okay, you got it. I ain't gonna put no energy into that. Now, there is an adversary, though, that I will fight with every single day. There's an adversary, there's an enemy that I will fight with every single day. And this enemy, oh my goodness, is so slick and so sly. And this enemy will try to creep up on you every single doggone time to try to prevent you from having success. This enemy is an individual that will always show his face and always try to pull you down and always try to tell you that it is too difficult and then it's too tough and you need to rest and you need to and this enemy that I'm talking about is enemy. The enemy that I'm talking about is me. You people out there, I'm not arguing with you. I'm not arguing with you. I don't want no smoke with y'all. I don't care to argue with you. I don't care to say anything with you. I don't care to be bothered. I don't care what you say about me. But the enemy in me, the default self, That person that says go to sleep, the person who say you too tired, the person who say you ain't gonna be able to do this, the person who say, oh my God, why are you trying to do this? That person that sounds just like me in the midst of a hard time, that uses my voice to sound just like me when I'm trying to pursue something, I'm gonna fight with that joker every single day. We war not against flesh and blood, but principalities and powers and high places. The issue I have is Mark. The issue I have is my default self that tells me not to do this. I'm not going to agree with that person ever. I'm not going to agree with that individual ever. I'm going to fight the enemy. I'm going to fight the default me. I'm going to fight the lazy me. I'm going to fight the slothful me. I'm going to fight the want the road less traveled me. I'm going to fight the I just want to do it the easy way me. I'm going to fight that individual with everything I got, and I'm never going to agree with him. One of our biggest problems is we spend so much time fighting other people externally, but the reality is they don't matter. I thought about this yesterday. I said, man, there is some people that are blaming me for their failure. There's some people that's blaming you for their failure. There's some people walking around right now talking about, well, if Tamika didn't get the job, then that job would have been mine, and I would be living this life. They are spending a whole time blaming Tamika about why they didn't get the job, and the reality is they right. Because that's what they telling themselves. They have been subdued by their weak self, by their default self, by their excuse making self, by their failure self, by the self that says somebody else can control my faith. Somebody else can control my faith, and when they speak those words, they are correct. In the same breath, the person who says, I know Tamika got that job, but I'm going to keep working because I'm going to outwork Tamika. I'm going to outwork Johnny. I'm going to outwork Steve. I'm going to outwork all these people, and I'm going to show them who I am. That person is right, too. Both of those individuals are right. The one who blamed Tamika for them not getting the promotion. Why? Because as a man or a woman thinking in his heart, so is he. The person who said, I'm going to outwork him and I'm going to show him who I am, they're right too. Both of these individuals are right. Both of them are right. See, you got to ask what side of the fence you're going to be on. Because at both moments, a circumstance happened, a situation happened. They saw the situation, they saw the circumstance. One decided to fight the default self. One has decided to subside to the default self, and they both gonna end up in a different path. And it was determined by the decisions that they made in their mind. Because Tamika didn't do nothing to them. And whatever Tamika and them said, it don't even matter. What matters is, what do I say about the situation? Am I willing to fight me every single day? Am I willing to go to war with me every single day? Am I willing to give myself the smoke every single day? Or am I spending so much time trying to beef with this person and argue with this person and have issues with this person? And oh, the hater said this about me and they try to hold me down. Let me tell you something. Nobody can hold you down. Nobody can stop you. Nobody can prevent you from having success. Nobody can prevent you from getting to the top. Nobody can. I don't care how hard they try. I don't care how hard they try to hold you down. They would never be able to stop you once you made your mind up that you're going to go to war with your default self. Once you made your mind up There's some that tell you to lay in the bed. There's some that say get the extra 10 minutes to sleep. That's that person you got to go to war with. You got to fight with. That person who says, don't do that. That person who says, this going to be too hard. You got to go to war with that joker every single day. You got to bring out every gun. You got to put the Vaseline on your face and say, I'm going to fight this person with everything on the inside of me because this person is trying to hold me back, and I refuse to be in a situation where I'm going to let me down. See, but we just take that default self, that subtle voice, that person that tells you, oh, you don't have to do all that. This too hard. How we gonna do this? We gonna be afraid. You gonna run out of money. You ain't gonna make it. No, I don't care what you say. I know that I'm gonna make it. I know that I'm gonna be successful. I know that I prosper. I know that I'm a winner. And you better be subjected unto me because my spirit is stronger than anything else in the world. So it don't matter if you got haters. It don't matter if you got naysayers. It don't matter if you got doubters. It don't matter who don't believe in you. It don't matter who clap for you. It don't matter who cheer for you. It don't matter who pat you on your back. It don't matter who tells you how pretty and cute you are. It don't matter about anything else. The only thing that matters is what say ye? What do you say about you? What do you believe about you? What do you hold true? What do you think about your abilities? What do you think about the direction you're going? That's what matters. That inner confident individual, that person that says, I'm going to make this happen. There's two sides of the coin. There's two sides of the coin. You got yourself, the person who's trying to follow their dreams, and then you got the person within you that says, I don't want to do this because it's too hard. You got your spirit that says, I'm willing to do this, and your flesh that says, I can't do this. And you got your soul that's saying, I got to be filled properly so I can make the right decision. When they was in the garden and Jesus said, come out and pray with me. And he came back and the disciples came out and prayed and they started sleeping. He said, well, your spirit is willing, but your flesh is weak. Your flesh is weak. Well, your spirit wants to do this, but your flesh is weak. Your flesh is always going to be the one to tell you not to do something. You got to bring that fleshy person, that carnal person, that person who wants to do everything easy, that person who don't want to do anything difficult. You got to bring him subjected under your spirit. Well, how you do that, Doc? I'm happy that you asked. I'm happy that you asked. Man is triune, just like God. There's three parts of us. We are a soul. We are a spirit that possesses a soul that's wrapped up in a body. We are a spirit that possesses a soul that's wrapped up in a body. And in this spirit that we have, your spirit is always strong. Your spirit comes from God. Your spirit is the same spirit your ancestors possessed that made them do the phenomenal things that they've done on this earth. Your flesh is this body that was made of the dirt that's frail. You've never seen Dr. Mark Abraham before because you've never seen my spirit. Now, what's your soul? Your soul is your feelings, your emotions, your ideas, the concepts that you have, how you feel about a thing. Now, listen to me because we're about to go real quick. It's going to happen real quick, so I need you to pay attention if you want to have success. Your spirit is the thing that gets you up and says, we're going to do this. This is going to be a great day. This is the thing that's so strong and powerful on the inside of you when you tap into it. Your flesh is the part that says, oh, this is so difficult. This is so tough. We don't have to do this. Just lay down. I'm tired. I'm sick. I don't feel good. That's your flesh. Your soul is, how do I think and feel about a situation? Well, here's the key. You want to make sure that the way you put this body under subjected, when you don't feel like it, when you don't try, when things get difficult, when things get tough, how do you bring this flesh and bring it under subjection and to make it listen to you? Let me tell you, here's the key. You got to fill your soul up with so much goodness. You got to fill your soul up with, that's where your thoughts and your emotions are. You got to fill your soul up with so much goodness. You got to fight those old thoughts. You got to go against those old way of thinking, and you got to start imputing new ways of thinking, so that when you find yourself wanting to lay in the bed, it gets you up. Your soul says, we gonna do this. We can do all things through Christ. So it's incumbent on you to align your soul with the spirit that God has already given you, so that you could be successful. The spirit that you have is pure. That's what's going to go back to heaven. The spirit that you have that was regenerated is pure. It's going to go back to heaven. That spirit is perfect. You got to align yourself with that spirit that relies abides on the inside of you. Well, how you do that? The words that God speaks is spirit. So every time he says a word, that's spirit. So you got to make sure that you're filling yourself up with the positive, godly spirit, so that you can be able to withstand the flesh that's trying to pull you down. Oh man, I hope this ain't too deep for you, man. I hope this ain't too deep for you. I hope you're understanding it. You got to constantly put stuff on the inside of you to feed your soul that will align with your spirit, that will beat down your flesh, because every single day is a struggle. And our issues is we feed in our soul so much junk. We feed in our soul so much trash. We watching the reality TV. We watching this crap, and we contaminating our soul, so that when your flesh says this is too hard, you have nothing to fight back with. This is why David said, I hid the word in my heart so I won't sin against thee. I have something to fight with. I have something to go against what does not feel what was trying to pull me in the wrong direction. I can fight with it. But if you only pulling from the crap that you putting into your soul, you only pulling from the crap you pull into your soul, then you ain't never going to be equipped to fight and do anything. So you find yourself on a merry-go-round. You find yourself saying, I'm so tired. You find yourself making excuses. You find yourself blaming people. You find yourself arguing with people. You find yourself in ridiculous conversations and ridiculous situations. Why? Because your soul is not intact. He says, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in health, even as your soul prosper. But if your soul ain't prosper, your body can't prosper. Your spirit ain't going to prosper. Your spirit is willing, but your flesh is weak because your soul is weak. Oh, man. Oh, sucky now. So how do you fight against the flesh? How do you fight against the things that are trying to hold you back? The thing that wants you to be chronically doing nothing? The part that always trying to take you on vacation, always trying to make you be slothful, always trying to say this is hard. It don't matter what they say. It matter what I say. And the way I fight that is making sure that my soul is full every single day. Well, why do we come here to make affirmations? Why do we listen to Dr. Abraham every day? Because I'm trying to pump goodness into your soul. That's why I'm telling you that you're more than a conqueror. That's why I'm telling you that you're blessed. That's why I'm telling you that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. That's why I'm telling you nothing can stop you. That's why I'm telling you that you're the head. That's why I'm telling you that you're above only. I'm trying to get your soul so full that whenever anytime anything tries to prevent you from having success, you tell that thing, no sir, you can't whoop me. I'm not gonna stop. I'm created for purpose. I'm gonna do something that God has created me to do. I am gonna make this happen. I ain't gonna stop the journey that I'm on. I got this. That's why I do what I do. Why you want to know why I'm here every single day? I'm trying to get your soul full. I'm trying to make you be so on fire that you ready to go out and take on anything. And then when you get tired, you go to sleep and wake your butt back up and do these affirmations again, and you back on fire again, and we go after it again and again and again. And that's how you create success. That every single day you beat that flesh down. Every single day you beat those carnal ideas down. Well, you just need that chocolate cake. I don't need that. Why? Because I'm on a purpose. You just need to smoke that weed. I don't need that because I'm on a purpose. I don't want nothing to dull my senses. I don't want anything to have me disengaged from what I need to do. I need to be engaged and locked in with God. I'm going after God with everything I got, and I'm going to prosper because God got me. Ooh, suck it now. and he's giving me dominion. What does that mean? He's giving me dominion over the earth. He's giving me power. He's giving me power over my body, power over my thoughts, power over where I'm going. He's giving me dominion. So. Agree with your adversaries quickly, unless it's yourself. Everybody in the world, it don't matter what they say about you. It don't matter what they think about you. It don't matter that they not clapping for you right now. Because I promise you, once you get so sold out that you blessed, once you get so sold out that you prosperous, once you get so sold out that you amazing, once you get so sold out that you so dope and you start to align your soul, what you believe and what you think to what God has already said, which is your spirit about you, ain't nothing gonna prevent you. You're gonna walk with a level of confidence that people that's gonna say, who is this person? You walk with a level of swag. People will say, who is this person? Everywhere Dr. Mark Abraham walked, I'm a boss. And I won't let anybody treat me otherwise. I'm not gonna let anybody treat me otherwise. We were just true story. We were just over there in Mexico where I was hanging out with my fellas, and I got to the restaurant late. I said, "Man, order me a steak and some rice and a lobster." This is a true story. I can't make it up. And they told me, they said, "Mark, man, they ain't got no rice. They only got mashed potatoes." I said, "All right." I got there and I spoke to the manager. I said, "Man, listen, I wanted rice, and y'all, because I love rice, and I need you to go find me some rice." The waiter said, "Man, we ain't got no rice. I can't do that." I said, "Well, you move out the way. Bring the manager over here. I need some rice." And the manager said, "Oh, don't worry, sir. I'll make something happen for you." Man, I don't know where they got that doggone rice from, but they brought it down. And everybody at the table was just so impressed. They said, "Mark, dog, how did you make that happen?" Man, it's a confidence that I walk with, that I'm a boss everywhere I go. I walk with a confidence to say that I deserve what I want. But that comes from what I feed my soul. That I deserve to get what I want every time I go into a spot. That's what I believe. That I'm always going to win. I'm always going to prosper. That's what I believe about me. My confidence and my vibration is an all-time high. I don't just accept what you tell me as an impossibility. I say, because I have God, the impossible is possible. Even in those minute things, even in those small areas. So when it comes to big areas, I'm always telling myself, this is possible. There's no way that a young man from Kansas City who had an abusive father and was illiterate coming out of high school is traveling around the whole country as a doctor and an internationally published author. That's because I tell myself that I can do this and nothing can stop me. And I'm not waiting for your applause or your permission or even caring about what y'all said negative about me, because it don't matter what you say. It only matters what God say and what I'm going to let come out my mouth about me. So are y'all understanding me? Are y'all understanding me? So anytime there's a feeling or a thing that tries to pull you in a direction that you know you shouldn't go to, you're going to have to fight it. You got to wake up every single day with fighting on your mind. You got to wake up every single day with because what happens is, let me tell you this, I'm going to let you go. Your flesh, that part of you that wants you to be so lazy, that joker, the mouth sounds just like yours. Just lay in the bed for 10 more minutes. You know, it's okay. You ain't got to do that. Oh, I know you tired. Just, it's okay. You know, go do that. Girl, I know he married, but just, give me your number anyway. I know this, but just do it anyway. I know you said you're gonna stop eating after 9 a.m., but go just eat it. We hungry. It's okay. Nobody gonna know. That voice sounds just like your voice. And it's so slick, and it makes suggestions, and all the suggestions are to pull you down a path that is of the least resistance, and it pulls you down the path that's opposite to where you're trying to go. But it sounds so soothing, and it sounds just like you. It sounds just like you, and that spirit of lethargic, that lethargic spirit, that spirit of let me pull you down. It would even jump on your friends, and they will say little subtle things to you. You can't let it influence you. You got to be so vigilant over your mind and vigilant over your heart that you know that you can feel when something's trying to pull you in the wrong direction. I need y'all to get this, man. It's so important. I need you to get this. This is so doggone important. I promise you. I ain't in here just talking for my health. I need you to get this. And so you got to be cognizant of, oh, I hear that. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna fight against it. I'm gonna push against it. I'm gonna press against it. I ain't gonna let that thing pull me down. You got to be vigilant. You can't let that thing pull you down because that thing is trying to take you to a path of death and destruction. So number one, fill your soul up. Keep coming to morning affirmation. Keep reading things that make you feel good. Read the Bible. Find areas that strengthen you internally. When those thoughts come of failure and doubt, of anything that's trying to pull you into a negative direction, you say, not here. I rebuke you. I push back against you. I stop you. And let me tell you something. You do not stop negative thoughts that sound like you with negative thoughts. You speak it and you speak against it. The Bible said God's word is like a two-edged sword. You got to speak against it. So when the negative thought comes and says, you don't got to do this, you say, yes, I can, and I will do this. And keep speaking against it. Last point I'm going to say is get adequate rest and get an adequate diet. The diet thing, Dr. Abraham it fights with, but I'm working on the commitment to it. The diet thing, why is the diet so important? Well, when you're hungry, you're more apt to do things that you wouldn't necessarily do. You're hungry, you're going to eat things. And then what happens is you get pulled in the wrong direction because, oh man, I'm going to say this. Some of the food we have, I ain't going to say that. That's going to be too tough for y'all to comprehend. Just know that when you're hungry, you're going to do some things that might compromise yourself. Just like when you're thirsty. Just like when you're thirsty. But if you make sure that you consistently hydrate yourself and make sure that you're constantly eating and eating the right stuff, you're in control and you're in charge. If you can control what you do here, you can control other areas of your life. Control what you put in here and control what comes out of this. You can control other areas of your life. Make sure you get adequate sleep. Because when you're rested and you're alert and you're strong, you're not going to be susceptible to everything and anything. And make sure that you're finding things that edify you, that make you feel good, that speak to you, speak life to you. And when I say feel good, I'm not talking about just, oh yeah, they're just talking to me, right? It's just comedy. Find things that speak life to you, that lighten you up, that make you feel good. Last thing is, don't argue with fools. Because from a distance, people can't tell who is who. Your fight ain't with nobody else out into the world. Your fight ain't with anybody else in the world. Your fight is with you. Your fight is with you every single time, all the time. All right? Listen, this message is important. You better go back and listen to this one. It's good. Well, let's make our affirmations. Repeat this after me. 2023 is my year. I am blessed. I'm the head and not the tail. I am above only and not beneath. Everything my hand touch prospers. Wealth and riches are in my house. I'm a money magnet for the kingdom of God. My soul is strong. My spirit is strong. My flesh will always come unto subjection unto my soul. I'm the head only and not beneath. I'm a multi-millionaire for the kingdom of God. My body is whole. My mind is whole. I have no sickness that comes upon me. God is good. I am what success looks like. In Jesus' name, amen. Again, family, this is Dr. Mark Abraham, #1 success speaker in the world. I'm happy for you. Keep winning. Keep being successful. Peace. Love you.